This is going to be my first review content because I played this in stream yesterday and realized my review on it during stream was a bit sporadic. So I'm making this recording now. I beat this yesterday in stream and it was actually pretty enjoyable considering apparently it's not meant to be a rate-worthy level. But with that being said, I'll just hop into a copy real quick. Gonna do this stuff first. So, critiques that I made yesterday that I'm just gonna bring up again, because why not? First off, first thing is, if you're gonna create like this, always have showground on, or if you don't have showground on, if you see this white line here, that means that's where your floor is. So I don't know how they made the floor disappear when you spawn, but I think that's actually pretty cool in that regard. But a problem that appears pretty quickly, not quickly, but you notice in the beginning of the level, the spikes normally should be, where is it? Should normally be like at least here so that the cube can hit it. For some reason, this part anyways, you can just slide here, so the spikes on this part don't really do anything. However, on here, it's still, for some reason you still die there. Let's see if it still works here. Yeah, you can slide like that. And like that as well. Like, because there's still gonna be a floor here even though the visual is not there. The floor is still there for some reason. What else was there? Oh, the next critique I wanted to make really quick. This dash orb, where is it? This dash orb, if you hold all the way without knowing where to release here, because there's just the hide trigger and then the show trigger, where is it? Right here. Where's the, this is a ship portal, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why it's bugging out, but normally I should show that whenever I turn off the preview mode. But inevitably the show trigger, well, I guess the show trigger is fine. The main thing is dash orb. If you hold the dash orb too long, not knowing when to release, you can just hit this cactus here. So easily you can just fix that by having an S block either in the beginning of this platform or on the ending of the platform, like such. That way when you click the dash orb and you're holding it, so I think it's no speed, you can hold the dash orb there and then S block makes you release right away. And you go into that ship and so on and so forth. I'm gonna turn off hitboxes for the sake of actually showing the level. My other critique also. Notice, it's a really small thing, doesn't really matter, but to me, visually, I think it would be better to have some invisible platform extended like here. Like, I'm guessing, oh no, I think she just used hide for this. So like that. And then, where's the ship? Up until this point, basically, you can just have like hide here. And maybe even like an indicator, like just for example, say exclamation point and scale it up a little bit. Maybe even make it correspond with the game mode color. Do we got a purple in here? Yes, we got a purple in here. Okay, so something like this. Okay, that's a little too dark because I could be like a. Does that work? That can work, cause you can tell by the color of it. It's a ship. If you use a darker purple, it can be confused with the spider. That's why I changed it. So you can just do that, and then bam, like something like that. And then also I just forgot. You can put this there. So it's a more smooth transition actually, and even like extending the platform could also make it a difference. It just depends on preference. Same thing with this UFO portal here. The gravity doesn't really matter, I think, for indication wise, but you can use like again, where's is it orange? You got orange, perfect. You can use like this, so that way, assuming that's the right one, something like that, and then just like hide invisible. So you have indicator here, that's UFO, and personally I think the objects that are not gonna kill you should all consistently have a darker color like this compared to this, like some kind of contrast compared to the objects that can kill you, so that way it's not as confusing visually. This part I think doesn't have enough objects to really warrant the need of that, but if you would have more things here, contrast is definitely important for like background versus foreground, because you're always going to interact with the foreground, never with the background. And then what is this corridor here? Actually, I'm curious. Okay, that's way harder than I thought actually. I thought the hitbox was gonna be like just these little things here, then having like a gap. But that part's fine. I wouldn't really change anything about that. The UFO's pretty good overall. The wave part's good, except the dual wave is a weird hitbox because normally you would have a slope that's kind of like this. Dude, why does it bug out like that? Apologies for taking 5 seconds just to make a ramp. Normally you'd have something like this, and it would go, I guess, like here-ish, something like that. You can see the difference in the hitbox because the red pokes out of the ramp in this example anyways. And even if you wanted to make oh, wait, where's the point of the tree? Let me zoom in. If you wanted to align it exactly with the tip of the tree, the red still sticks out on this part as well. So you're really just having slopes. Number one, it slides here, so you're gonna easily go under the slope, which the tree makes a good visual of that part, so that's not really the issue. More so this. Where is it? More so this spike, if I can actually click it. I can't, dude. Anyways, more so the spikes in the corners, that's like the biggest problem with this wave part, I would say. Aside from that, not bad. Nah, I'm just gonna leave it there, whatever. The swing part's good, or at least fine. Brewer part's fine, except this hitboxes on the top part. I forget where it was. It was somewhere. Oh, never mind. Actually, it's this too. You can put a spike on the bottom here. That way you don't just go sliding underneath. And to make sure you always have, where's the wave portal? I think it's here. It's one of these. Why is the wave portal not there? What? Oh, it's because it's, never mind. I'm just gonna, it's over here, that's why. Okay. Where is it? Preview. Oh wait, is it in free mode? No, it's not. Why is the preview thing not working? Oh, it is working. I'm just dumb. Okay, so notice the blue lines here when you use preview on the portal. So notice how this blue line on both the top and the bottom, I actually didn't notice. The top and the bottom lines here, they can, or I guess it's only the I don't know how it was ignoring the dual before, but I guess in some way you can ignore the dual there. So really I'll just put spikes on this anyways, just so you can't slide. Easiest way to avoid that bug or whatever it was. Next up is the ball part. Ball part's good. Spider part's good. And really the rest of the level up to the ending is good. Like from basically the waves that I mentioned and forward is good. I also didn't even notice this coin here, but that's just on me. The cat design is very good, by the way. Very 10 out of 10 cat design. But I digress. I'll just say that's my review of this level. It's a pretty good level, considering it's just made for fun level. I'd say it's pretty good. If I was to rate it out of 10, I'd actually give it, like, for first level bias, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. As far as, like, if everything was to be fixed, like all the couple gameplay things I mentioned, and just like couple visual things, like with like a couple invisible portals, just adding some indicator of the game mode change, this would be pretty good actually. And then of course, if this wanted to be rate worthy, just add some decorations in some way. From the visuals I saw in here, it's definitely doable.